That tastes nice. Anyways, hey guys. Welcome to Eat a God. So, I actually have played some of this before, but I got really confused and frustrated, so I rage quit it. But I'm trying again, and this time we're going to go a completely different route that I did before. So, oh crap. Hey, so I speak English. Yeah, that will, need to be a thing. Okay. In the garden, there exist 7 symbols to which one must worship. Each one. Whoa! Okay, go back. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden. The symbols are entities generated by the Creator to maintain order and functioning of the garden. All being born under the command of the garden have a limited connection with their representative symbol, depending on the day they were born. No one is born on Sundays. Sundays are a sacred day. It is said that the symbols choose 6 people after the candle festival to consume them, in hopes that one of them is the reincarnation of the Creator. Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you're already used to, I guess. Welcome to the garden, a place to use as a test, a disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. Please do not try anything that is outside of the stipulations, nor summon the name of the representative of the void. This is strictly prohibited. Okay. Even if you are given the opportunity, don't do it. You feel yourself fall on a hard surface, scraping your knees. It's a sharp knock that creates a strange echo. You hear the sound of silverware being scraped onto a plate, and then dead silence. Something's wrong. What if I keep them closed? Okay, we're gonna open our eyes. Oh. You look where you've fallen and realize that you're on a table. You fell right on top of a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Hey? You heard the voice behind you, and reflexively, you turn to see who it is. Hey? In front of you is a man who's looking back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe the distribution mechanism broke down again. I have to do everything myself. No one here is responsible enough to verify if everything's in order. You feel invisible hands grab you by your arms and legs, and they plunge you into the void through the table. Oh, crap. Little by little, you sink into the dark void that envelops you. The sensation is warm and strange. He's handsome, though. What the hell? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. Ask what's going on. I'm not going to try to escape because I fear that will not work. What's happening? I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently, you're not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome. I've been waiting for you. He's so handsome. Love me a dark, broody man. Mother said she would send them a new toy. The word toy doesn't sound right, and you feel a small twinge of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face. Act natural. What does natural even mean? Like you really belong here. How do I act like I belong here when I don't know what the heck I'm doing? After what happened to the last one, I really hope you last longer. You really don't want to know what happened to the last one. My name's Nola, owner of the Void. Nice to meet you. Before I leave, I need your name. What is your name? Leah. I'm Leah. Welcome to the Void, Leah. Nola extends his hand to you in order to squeeze yours tightly in the style of a greeting. Despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let you go. You feel his gaze is devouring your soul, almost like he's looking for something. Keep looking. Wait. You are... Nola's gaze turns blank for a second, only to quickly be replaced by eyes filled with wonder. You're from there. Oh crap, I already failed. You're not from here. You feel Nola pull your hand, bringing your body closer to him. Instantly, his other hand begins to squeeze your neck, blocking the entry of air into your lungs. I see you. Before your vision completely blurs, Nola lets you go. So this is nothing more than a puppet. Apologize for my behavior, but I didn't think I would be facing someone from the upper plane. Oh, crap. Guys, I already did it. He's so cute, though. You are adorable. If I kill the puppet, maybe I can get you out of it. I'll be able to exit this loop. Don't move, please. It'll only be a second. Oh, he's gonna kill us. I don't think that's a good idea. Nola doesn't let you speak. In a moment, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands rests upon your chest. He's going to literally rip out my heart, isn't he? Crap. This sucks. I'll remove your essence. With that, I'll be able to get you out of there. It won't hurt. At least not for you, Leah. I can't say the same for the puppet, though. You feel Nola rips open your chest and begins to extract something from inside. It hurts. It hurts so much. Oh my gosh, why does my chest actually hurt? Your sight begins to blur. Hey, what's going on? No, 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 no. It's not fair. Bad end already. Good thing I saved. We're gonna look away this time. This is not the time to be bold. I must contain myself like no other. You look away, unable to bear the way Nola's eyes made holes into your head. Your eyes travel where your hands are connected. You are the first to let go, causing Nola to snicker. I guess Mother gave you all life and didn't explain anything to you. How negligent on her part. Yeah, really, how negligent on her part. What the frick am I doing here? Please don't kill me again. I don't want that to happen. You'll have to help in the hotel today. You'll serve as a waiter in the dining room. Some symbols are coming to the hotel today for a meeting. If you tend to them well, maybe they'll take you on as an apprentice. But for now, you're just a toy, so be careful. The entity that calls himself Nola touches your forehead, and you feel invisible hands grab at your limbs and push you down once more. And with this, the floor swallows you in total blackness. Don't be scared. We'll arrive at our destination soon. Despite not seeing anything, you feel like you're floating in the void. Out of nowhere, a strange pressure is exerted on your body, giving you the sensation that you're falling. And sure enough, you fall on your hands atop a cold floor.
No? Hi, it's bright and beautiful. Why is there a knife? Why is there a knife? You look around at your surroundings and they've changed. You no longer find yourself in the same kitchen as before. Now it's a larger one, similar to the kitchen that are in restaurants. We've arrived. Okay, so I did do a little bit of deep dive on the game because I couldn't really understand what was going on. So basically, we are not the creator, but like, okay, the creator, I'm pretty sure, is the person that made the game, like the game dev. And then we are someone, obviously, from Earth playing the game. And we cannot let them find out that we are playing the game. So we are in a puppet, or like, we're in this person that we put there. We don't know any of their memories. So we're just here trying to figure it out and vibe. I don't really know what the end goal is, but that is what I've gotten from it. So this game breaks the fourth wall, literally. So we're trying to act like we're a real person stuck in this situation. So we need to react genuinely. So if I was here, what would I do? I have chills right now. This game is good though. Like, I love the idea. So I hope I don't die too many times. We've arrived. You look up and find Nola, who's standing next to you. Sorry I did that blurb. It's just, if you're like me and you get really confused by stuff, you have no idea what's going on. I remember the first time I played this, I literally was just like clicking random stuff until I didn't die, basically, because I had no clue what I was doing. And the ending that I got wasn't finished, so I couldn't even continue to play it. So this time we're choosing a different route, so stay tuned. You look up to find Noah, who's standing next to you, but he doesn't look at you. Beyond, near the knives, there's a strange-looking person. Noah looks at him. Hey, Fames! The strange-looking man jumps upon hearing Noah. Noah just looks so good. I mean, look at him. Hey. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features. Mr. Noah, I thought you wouldn't come today. He doesn't sound very happy with Nola's arrival. I had a little problem. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you? Smelly? You tilt your head slightly to verify his statement, finding that you don't even smell like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Nola. That thing smells like a human. I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your sense of self, Ames. It's getting worse. This is the new toy that Mother has sent to entertain the symbols. But that last one was completely broken by Quinke? That's what I'm saying, but it feels wrong because it's just giving me Tokyo Ghoul vibes right now. I thought you and Mother had agreed that no more would be made. That was because Queen K is an animal. He doesn't take care of things. But I guess Mother can't leave Septum without his weekly meal. It's obvious you're burned by the favoritism. In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel in this conversation. It's not like you have much to contribute either. Anyway, I have faith in this creation. There's something different about it. Something different from the others. The only difference is that it reeks of human. Maybe the 7 of them will like that. Fames leaves to go and search for a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what's on it. Noah does the same from his side. Ooh, steak. Noah looks at Fames with a smug face. If you allow them to attend the symbols, maybe you'll save some of your employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been very displeased. Okay, you win. Now please stop interrupting my work. Noah detaches himself from Thames and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be an exit from the kitchen. I'll see you later. You're in charge of Thames. Adios. What an idiot. Fine, I need you to attend the symbols that will be arriving shortly. Meanwhile, prepare the table for them. Thames shows you the table where the symbols will sit and explains that they're separated from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss amongst themselves. Thames has also instructed you that the food must be set on the table before they arrive. You are now unsupervised. Great, why is everybody leaving me unsupervised? We're gonna do what they asked. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what they asked for and act normally. Yeah, when I played this the first time, I tried to escape. I'm pretty sure you die every time. You set the table very carefully. From time to time, Thane passes in order to inspect how it's going for you. Once he considers that you've finished setting the table, he calls you to the kitchen. Thames explains that you have to place the starter dishes and then wait for the symbols to arrive. While he prepares the dishes, he informs you that only 5 of the symbols are coming today. Each one has an intimidating aura, and they are very prone to responding immeasurably to his workers if they don't like something. Great. Especially Unum. He has those 2 eyes that follow you everywhere. Goodness. What? Okay. I heard that he took those eyes from Quater in a fight. I hate that brat. Once Fame finished preparing the starters, he leaves them on the counter and reluctantly wishes you good luck. There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hands, you only take 2, a plate in each hand. You walk the same route you've been taking, but upon approaching the table, you notice something isn't right. It's not empty. Oh. Hey. You almost dropped your plates from the shock. These are the 2 people comfortably sitting at the table that's supposed to be for the symbols. They gaze at you. The blonde one with a ridiculous crown looks at you expectantly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear. His teeth remind you of a shark's. There's a moment in which none of the 3 of you takes the initiative or reacts, but they don't appear nervous. What's more, they're waiting for your reaction so they can continue with their business. I'm not introducing myself as the player. I'm not asking them to leave. I'm going to introduce ourselves. You suppose these must be the symbols that Noah and Thames have been talking about. In a way, it's difficult for you to imagine that they could take the life of a worker, since they look rather friendly. So, not to tempt fate by making them wait, you decide to present yourself. My name is Leah. I'll be assisting you today. The redhead glances at the blonde with a toothy smile, but the blonde only looks at you. In a certain way, it makes you feel nervous in your stomach. Hey, Septum. This is not a worker. Could it be Mother's gift? It's similar to the previous one, but better. Ooh, I like him. He's crazy. He's also kind of fine, though. The eyes. It's the eyes they have, and the smells they emanate. Wow, it looks like Mother's making them similar to humans now. Look at his crazy face. I freaking love him. Indeed. I love Septum's long lashes. They're so pretty. You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table, and you realize that Noah is watching you with an intense gaze. Can I be the first one to use them? We must wait for the others. They said they'd be late because of Kincaid's throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. There was an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Look at his lashes. Slaying. They're both slaying, honestly. Look at them go. Between you and Quinque, I don't know who's worse. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you. Crossing his arms, he says, "We can make the most of our time and start, so when the others arrive, we'll already be ready. Besides, I never get the essence, only the trashy parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You always complain that they break it too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal." Quater said it's because you like to talk to the gift before devouring its essence. You're very strange. That's none of your business. Ooh, you wouldn't understand anyways. Dang, they both look good right now. That's all I got to say. Hey, Pookies. I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift? Talk to the gift, right? We would have to seal the table. Call Nulla to do it. Nulla. In the blink of an eye, Nulla materializes next to you with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness Septum. I thought he was also a god. What's going on here? The tone used by Nulla to the blonde Septum was totally surly one? If you had an aversion to just naming the blonde's title, he doesn't like it. There we go. Need something? I want you to seal the table for a while. Hey, but I don't want you listening in on what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what do you propose? You could let the gift choose and summon one of your names. You assume they're talking about you, and you look directly into Nulla's eyes and feel as he stares at you, implicitly commanding you not to refuse. But we were told not to do that. Gosh darn it. Oh, we've never done this before. Sounds interesting. Well, who do you choose? I want the crazy one. Before I did choose Septum. And I like Nulla. But I'm pretty sure they didn't really ask me which one, so we'll say the redhead. Well, you've done well. Now comes the hard part. If you want to survive by the time the meeting begins, we're going to save things. You must get yourself accepted as an apprentice. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. Oh, but look at how pretty and crazy he is. Hi. I almost forgot to tell you my name. My name's Unum. I just feel like he'd be so happy-go-lucky. I don't know why. Nulla, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, Septum and Nulla disappear from sight, leaving you with Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think about it a little. We're gonna listen. Or should we ask what he wants? Fudge. We should ask. What do you want? Just to talk and test a theory, and maybe find out if what Quitter says about the gifts is true. I love that he sparkles. Look at his little freckle sparkles. Hi, you're so pretty, sweetie. What's said? That they're a combination of 6 people chosen at the Candle Festival. You doubt Quater is right, but if they are true, your puppet would be an agglomeration of different people. Like ground beef. Just thinking about it makes you sick. Well, sit down. We don't have all day. You could be in a worse situation, so sitting for a while wouldn't hurt you. After all, your legs ache a little from walking around so much. You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy that you listen to him without much of a complaint. He's just so pretty. I can't help but listen. Look at him. You're just gorge. Sorry, I really am just admiring him. He's just so pretty. When you settle on the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say or what not to say. So you have 3 options. Wait for him to break the ice, beg for your life, or start yapping. So we're supposed to be terrified and basically obedient. So I'm gonna say that we're just gonna sit. Because that seems like the best option, okay? You think it's the safest thing to do, to wait for him and start the conversation, but you're afraid he won't like this, although you can't think of what to say anyways, so you accept your fate, whatever it might be. Oh my gosh, is he gonna kill me again? Am I gonna die again? This game, you can die a lot. Just so you know. And I think his, route, you can die, a lot more than a lot. Unum waits a long time before speaking, deciding to start cutting the piece of meat that you brought earlier. Slowly, he brings it to his mouth. Be my test subject. You have no choice but to accept being his test subject, but you don't know whether to trust him or not. So far, he's done nothing but take everything lightly. What guarantees do you have that he's not deceiving you? It's fine, we just follow the pretty one. The pretty one guide us, you know? Do you accept? I need you to respond quickly before Septum asks to remove the seal. If you accept, I'll take you to my domain. I accept. All right, I'll go with you. Promise not to break you too quickly.
Self-voicing enabled.
Oops.
Self-voicing disabled.
Keep on doing that, 'cause it's right next to my space bar. You really have no idea what the hell you've gotten yourself into? Maybe Septum would have been the better choice. All right, when Nulla removes the seal, you must stay completely still. You nod your head. Not even 3 seconds pass, and you feel a strange pressure in your body. You assume it must be Nulla. Nulla and Septum materialize right where you last saw them. Nulla standing there next to the table, and Septum sitting beside Unum, as if they'd always been there. Wow, I didn't think the gift would come out in one piece. Septum is interrupted by Unum, who lunges at you. Oh, great. If it weren't for Unum's speed, you surely would have moved to avoid him, but since your reflexes are slower in comparison, you remain as still as stone. Pretty sure he told me to sit still and be quiet, so that's what we're doing. Unum's arms wrap around you, taking your breath away with how tightly he's squeezing you. What the? Suddenly, you stop hearing Septum's voice and the ambient noise of the dining room. Did we die? The sensation of hands caressing your face invites you to leave your subconscious. Oh! I'm awake! I'm awake! I'm alive! Hopefully we stay that way. You try to open your eyes, but the light of the place is preventing you. It's bothersome. You don't know how long you've been unconscious. You feel the same hands giving you gentle pats on the cheek, each one getting rougher as the seconds pass. One strong enough to hurt makes you scream. You open your eyes abruptly, and the first thing you see is Unum with his stupid grin. Stop it already! You scream with so much anger that Unum stops abruptly and looks at you with wide eyes. Oh my gosh, no, we made him mad. You have pain receptors! Excellent. It seems the smell you emit is correct. You belong to the human race. Fudge. Unum's expression shows you how exalted he is, which you don't like very much because you know from your own experience that it doesn't lead to anything good. You decide it's better to not let him get more excited than necessary, so you ignore him to observe your surroundings. You find yourself in a bed, spacious enough for 2 people, in a room that to be honest, could belong to a king. This place is so immaculate that it doesn't even look real. You like it? This will be your own room. I was thinking about it, and I suppose it would be impossible to leave you in the residence of my wives. Wives? Dang, you get play? Just saying. They would devour you as soon as you step foot in the place. Wives, not just one, but more. Can't help but to feel pity for the poor woman who have this brat as their partner. You feel that he probably doesn't dedicate enough time to each of them. I spoke with Septum and Nola, and I told them that Mother will make another gift so that everyone can have their share. That means you are my property now. This is the first time I have a living human in my domain. Ask why he can't have living humans. Ask about Mother. Don't say anything. Why can't you have living humans? I'm gonna... Why can't there be living humans in your domain? Unum analyzes your face for a moment before answering, as if contemplating what kind of information he's going to reveal to you. Oh, gosh. Nola and Mother say that there only can be humans for our consumption. Nola excuses himself by saying he can't provide any, since we can only have 6 humans each month. No more than that. That's why Mother makes a gift every Sunday, as a placebo, since human flesh is vital for our physical form, but very addictive. You are the placebo. Great. Although, it's the first time a gift smells like a real human. Who's Mother? Mother really hasn't made you like the others. Unum ponders before answering. Mother is the embodiment of the garden itself. All of this is Mother. Mother takes care of us, and we keep her alive. You suppose you now understand a bit more? It's like a mutualistic relationship. Both parties benefit. Well, you must be hungry. I read somewhere that humans have meals and eat more than once a day. Although, Septum does it all the time, too. Which, I've been in his domain, and he sits at the table in the mornings, afternoons, and nights to eat. I've asked him why he does it, but he always tells me it's none of my business. Noah also does it sometimes. Maybe that's why they're both so strong. I don't need it, but maybe I'll try it now that you're here with me. And for some reason, it feels kind of endearing that he talks to you so freely, like an old friend. And the fact that he's been reading information about humans makes you wonder, how long has he been planning to have one? Makes you feel like a pet that its owner talks to after getting home from work. Walk behind me, and don't stray. My wives like to come to my residence to relax. So I can't be your only one. How dare you? Escape seems not an option for now. You don't want to die trying. Okay, I really have to go potty. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Had to take a potty break. He leaves the bed you're in and waits for you at the door. You get up and begin to follow Unum through the hallways. You walk close to him that you're already tripping on his heels. You're slow to reach the desired place under a silence that is neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. I like his house. It's very vibes. I just love that he's crazy. Like, yes, I love my moody, grumpy men, but I also love my crazy men because look at him. He looks like he's about to freak out. I don't know, but I like it. Cook something for you, too. You can use whatever you'd like. Everything here is edible. I don't know how to cook. I'll wait for you in the dining room. Okay. Without another word, Unum disappears from the kitchen and leaves you alone. You look around to inspect every corner of the place. There are cupboards, pantries filled with food, and a refrigerator full of meat, fruits, and vegetables. You wonder why there's so much food if Unum said he doesn't need it. We're not escaping. With some shame, you move towards the door Unum disappeared through. You search carefully with your eye. There's no one. What's happening? Unum asks, appearing behind you, and you jump from the fright he caused you, but you compose yourself quickly. Is there anything in particular you want to eat? Unum looks at you as if he expected any question except for the one that just came out of your mouth. Ah. Nella eats some things that are soft and spongy with gold-colored liquid spilled on them. I would like to try that. He sounds a little embarrassed to say it. Aww. I love my unstable little embarrassment. I just want to eat you. You're so cute. Okay, you think you know what he's referring to. Clearly it's pancakes based on the given description. You begin to prepare pancakes under the curious gaze of Unum, who watches you with fascination as you do the preparation. From time to time, you get the feeling that maybe he wants to help, but you decide to ignore him. Don't ignore the poor baby. You take the plates to the table and realize that, unlike the rest of the place, the table is small and simple, where only 2 people can fit. Oh, his table's so tiny. Oh, he's so hot. Gosh. Hey. You sit down. Once Unum places the plate in front of you, he doesn't wait to start eating, opting to swallow the food as soon as it's put on the table. Gosh, he's so pretty. He devours everything quickly, making it impossible to tell if he liked it or not, because his expression reflects nothing more than neutrality, as if the flavor of the food itself didn't interest him. Thanks for the meal. He's so glowy. That's the only feedback you got? Gosh, you really tried hard. Sighing, you resign yourself to eating what's left on your plate, and you close your eyes and put the first bite into your mouth. It's delicious. You eat slowly, without rushing, bite after bite. You take a pause to breathe. But something's nagging at you. The feeling of being watched makes your stomach turn. Girl, where'd he go? Your eyes traveled where Unum is sitting, and you confirm your suspicion. He's looking at you. Of course he is. He's obsessed with us. Oh, look at him. I love his little eyeballs. His little stores. He's so cute. Bye. Y'all are just gonna hear me simp over this man. Hope you know that. It's fascinating. Your body changes all the time. It's never the same. From your breathing to your heartbeat. You don't like the way he's looking at you or the tone of his voice at all. What do you mean? I want to know more. Ah! Hear the crash of chairs being thrown to the floor. Gosh, what are you doing now? You were being so Pookie Bear like 5 seconds ago. You're not able to process what's happening until your back hits the wall and Unum grabs you by the collar of your clothes. You don't know how long I've waited for this opportunity. If I break your chest and remove any organ other than your heart or the brain, how long will it take for your body to shut down? And if I remove your tongue, will you be able to keep eating or even speak? What level of damage does your body have to have in order to not be able to regenerate itself? What's the limit? You have to do something before this crazy man tears you apart. Yeah, he's crazy. We're gonna save. We're not gonna fight him because we're not gonna win. I don't know if we try to reason with him, but what if we beg for our life? What would I do? I would beg for my life. Tears well up in your eyes, and panic begins to take form inside of you. As best you can, you force your mouth to recite a plea that can save your skin. Please don't hurt me. Oh? Unum examines you closely, focusing on your eyes. Gosh, him and his ability to gouge out people's eyes. We heard about that earlier. Can we not? You try to be calm, but it's impossible, and you can't help but sob while you beg. Once one comes out, the others flow into tailspin. Tear after tear pours from your eyes, running down your cheeks, and then falling onto your clothes and part of Unum's arm. The Red Hound observes the path your tears take with an expression that you can't decipher. Please, I swear that... Oh, fudge, we're dead. I just feel it, I just feel it, I just feel it. We're dead. One of Unum's hand hits your jaw, gripping it tightly. What is this? Is that what I think it is? Gosh, it's like you're screaming for me to devour you. That face you're making. I can't take it anymore. Something hard pierces your chest, and little by little, you lose consciousness. I knew it. Bad ending. Crying doesn't achieve anything. I'm just glad I saved. Okay. We'll try to reason with him. You try to talk some sense into him. Try to talk some sense into him. Tell him that there are more interesting things that a human can do while alive. You tell him so many things that erratically that you don't even process what kind of information or data about the human body you're throwing at him. But it seems to work, because Unum just looks at you attentively. He no longer has the exalted expression from before. Without warning, Unum takes your arm with an unusual sense of delicacy. Delicately? I don't know. Unum looks at you, completely serious, as you squirm under his grip due to the strange shift of mood. Oh, now he looks like he's about to eat us in a different way, I'm just saying. His mouth is dangerously close to your arm, so close that you can feel the heat of his lips brush against your skin. Mentally prepare yourself for him to tear the limb off with his own teeth. From here, I can feel your heartbeat. Is that what they call a pulse? Awesome! Oh. Okay. Looks like we're no longer in the danger zone, but you never know with him. Although, I don't like the substance you're releasing. Ugh, it's all over your body now. Just like that, Unum lets you go and lets you fall to the ground. You remain there, not moving a single muscle, staring at Unum in terror. Now I understand why Noah avoids stressing the humans. Yeah. He puts both hands on his hips and sighs. Sorry, Leah. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that, now having eaten at the hotel, I'm really hungry. He doesn't have to say it explicitly for you to know what he means. He couldn't eat you in the hotel, and assumes that he couldn't eat the replacement that Mother gave the others, probably because he was staying here with you. I've been waiting more than a week for the placebo. And there are 14 days until the next candle festival. Are you still hungry? But you just ate. He ate something. How could he be hungry? Ah, that food. It doesn't take away my hunger, nor does it taste like anything. Unum, noticing the way you're silently asking the reason why he has some food in his kitchen, clears his throat before responding with some shame. My wives, on the other hand, like to cook, and I like to watch them do it, so I'm not complaining. While Unum speaks, you try to calm your nerves. Clearly the deity in front of you is unstable, or at least he becomes so when exalted. But you have no choice but to continue to adapt for survival, since escape is not an option at this point. Although you would like to know what your true purpose is here. About becoming your test subject. We can talk about it tomorrow. No. You say firmly. You want to know if being his test subject will allow you to survive at the cost of your physical or mental health. In that case, you really hope that he just kills you once and for all, and you can try to survive again with Septum or Noah. Yeah, Noah is Bebe. Just saying. Honestly, all of them are hot. If I become your test subject, I need to know in advance what tests you're gonna do. Oh! He seems uncomfortable. I've read that humans can create, something similar to what the creator made, but different. It's something progressive that doesn't go from nothing to everything instantly. You try to understand what he meant, but nothing comes to mind, because his explanation is somewhat vague. Unum, noticing your silence, looks away and realizes that his ears are red. Is he talking about making babies? You doubt it's from rage. Let's talk about it tomorrow. I'll close the residence so that no one can enter. You are free to roam the place and do as you please. With that, Unum leaves you, disappearing from the sight. He definitely wanted babies. We're gonna explore. Let's walk the halls. You walk through the halls, all the hallways that are available in the residence. There are a few windows, but no possibility of going out of them because they're barred. Of course, they're freaking barred. The hallways are full of paintings that focus showing the human figure in their everyday life. If you were in a museum, it would be very interesting, but now it just makes you uncomfortable. So you focus on looking at everything but the paintings. For example, the doors. Many of the doors are blocked and you can't venture beyond the hallways. Okay, let's investigate the rooms that are open. Many of the rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open the doors. Although, there are some that are open, that they don't seem to have anything interesting inside. You feel that at any moment you'll reach the room where Unum is, but this one looks different from the others. When you try to open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Okay. Find something to defend yourself is crazy. Okay. You already have something in mind that could be used to attack Unum. You go back to the kitchen and look around for the place for knives. Once you find them, you choose the biggest and sharpest one, and you keep it inside your clothes. You hope it can work against Unum. Okay, I guess we're going to our room. Well, babes, I don't think that knife's gonna do anything to a god. So, yeah. But, better be safe than sorry. What if one of his wives attacks you, Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end, you manage to fall asleep. Girl, I kind of want my bed right now, too. You don't dream about anything. Oh, there he is. Your eyes feel heavy. When you open them, you feel like you haven't been able to rest at all. Not at all. You're finally awake. Your eyes focus upon hearing his voice. Oh, look, he made us breakfast. Look at him all cutesy. You find him sitting on the edge of your bed, staring at you with wide eyes. I made you morning food. With a smile full of sharp teeth, Unum presents you with a tray of fruit and a poorly made copy of what you prepared yesterday. Oh, he tried to make us pancakes, and he doesn't even know how to cook. But he tried. They're so precious. Look at him. Look at him all precious. Like he didn't just try to kill us. Well, technically he successfully did kill us. But not in this timeline. Unum looks proud to show off the breakfast, but the more you look at what he has in his hand, the more imperfections you see. You can tell he has no idea how to prepare food, but he tried. Unum offers you the tray, and you must make a decision. We're gonna eat it, babe.
You don't have the heart to reject him. Yeah, look at that little smile and him trying all hard. With the fear, you prepare to eat what's on the tray. The fruit clearly won't taste bad. What Unum cooked, however, regardless of how it tastes or looks, you're gonna eat it. You try to put on your best face while you eat, but the taste of stuff makes it difficult. But you have to, because Unum looks at you with a smile from ear to ear while you're eating. You remain in the room for a few minutes, Unum at the foot of the bed, and you looking through the barred window. Dewey came to visit. Who the hell is Dewey? You have no idea, but apparently Unum isn't capable of remaining silent for any stretch of time. And he has the need to explain himself whenever he can. He's also not one to keep anything to himself. She passed me the leftover placebo that Mother brought to the hotel, so we'll be able to carry out the experiment without problems. What is the experiment? I want to create a hybrid. A what? You jump out of the bed at the sheer bizarreness of the situation. This man just said he wanted a friggity fractal. Okay. Oh, look at him all crazy. I've read that humans go through a cycle that keeps them constantly changing, and thanks to that, they're able to produce offspring. And the result are beings that are not an exact copy of them, unlike us. No matter how many times I try, our composition does not allow us to create descendants with our own. Then I started reading the documents that Septum has on humans, and there's data on birth that occurred on Sunday. Son of Septum and a human. Gosh, okay. We're gonna save. Adam approaches you so that he can take his hands and cover them with his own, asking if you'll go along with it. You can't believe it. If you accept, I swear that I'll take care of you, and you will live with all possible comforts. Please. We're not gonna stab him, that's crazy. Okay. You don't know what you're getting into, and you have no idea what the procedure will be like, but you understand the promise that you can live, and you'll do just about anything. Okay, let's do it. Oh, he shooketh. Venom looks at you with his mouth open, processing what just came out of your mouth. As if a light bulb went off inside his head, Venom suddenly grabs your cheeks and crashes his mouth against yours. Oh. His hands begin to slowly move across your body, from your cheeks down to your hips and thighs. I love you. Whoa, stop. He's going very fast. Not to invalidate the redhead's feelings or words, but you don't think he means it. He's only known you for a few days. I've wanted you since I saw you at the hotel. I love you so much. Dang, he's crazy. But you like that. You right. And suddenly, Unum stops. Crap. I forgot about consent. I think it's something important for you humans. Oh, wait. I know that's so basic, bare minimum, but like, that doesn't exist to him. So, I mean, I think it's cutie pie. Indeed, it is important. You have to give him points for keeping that in mind. Can we proceed? Ask what he means. Yeah, spell it out, Pokey. You think you two are probably not thinking the same thing, so you decide to ask him with some embarrassment. How would we, do it? It's very easy. From what I read, Septum's preferred to use this method. I must combine your soul with mine. Venom slowly runs his hand across his chest and gently removes something shiny from it. It's a transparent spear dripping with a gold-like liquid. I have to place this inside your chest and then remove it. It's my essence, so we must do it very carefully. He says, smiling tenderly. He's such a sweet boy. Look at him. It won't hurt. No, I'm not gonna hurt him. Crazy. You sure? Yes, I consulted with Sextum a while ago, and she says it's not dangerous because it's just a small exchange that will combine both genes to form a new one. A demigod, a descendant from a symbol and a human. Although Unum's words calm you down a little, there's something that has been bothering you from the beginning. But I can't get pregnant? Why can't I get pregnant? I don't want to get pregnant. We're gonna shave because this kind of sounds important. Unum looks at you strangely. Is that when the female humans carry the baby? You nod your head, and Unum does nothing but laugh. That won't be a problem. Whether you're biologically capable of carrying a baby or not, it won't matter because there's no need to use an oven. An oven? Did you just compare the pregnancy process to cooking in an oven? Well, they do call it bun in the oven. Anyways, you don't know how to take that, but you assume you'll just let it go because he's a totally different entity than humans. Sextum explained it to me, and it takes a long time. The offspring will be cultivated within the new essence that will be formed. It won't affect your body or mine. Dang, I wish it worked like that in real life. After saying that, Unum asks once more, and you, calmer, accept again. With the same sense of delicacy, Unum places his hand holding the essence on your chest and applies pressure. The place where he's pressing on you starts to feel hot. Not to the point of burning pain, but hot nonetheless. Until something inside you opens, allowing Unum to pass through your chest. Ugh. Does it hurt? He asks, scared, but he tries to remove his hand, but you stop him. No, but it feels strange. Just a little more. Hang in there. You both remain still for a long time, and you wonder how much longer it will take for the exchange of essence to end. Meanwhile, Unum observes your features with fascination. There's a moment where you feel like your chest starts to burn. It hurts a little, but you endure it. There, that's it. Unum removes his hands from your body, with the preciously gold-like colored essence now taking on another color. Unum examines it before giving you a smile that shows all of his teeth. With great care, he places the essence in your hands, extracting a large part of it from two. One gold, and the other one you have in your hands. It's a beautiful red color. Upon observing it for a long time, you notice how there's movements within the essence. Something's forming. Unum, for his part, places his essence back into his chest, guarding it. I will place the baby in a safe room. He warns you before taking the baby from your hands and carrying them out of the room. Why do I feel like he's so crazy, but he's also such a gentle giant? He's like, yeah, I did just try to kill you. But baby, and consent and stuff, you know? Okay. In a way, you feel this whole situation is bizarre. Your body feels heavy, as if you had to run 4 kilometers without rest. It's strange, like he's taken out a part of your body, an important part. But you are complete. There's nothing missing. If you want, you can rest here for a while, Unum says as he appears in the back room and settles into a bed. You decide to lay there for a while, and without realizing it, you close your eyes for a moment. Oh crap. I see that you have eaten unsanctified food. Inside you, there's a poison spreading little by little. Sorry, I can't control how my fruits are consumed. Unum is an idiot. You wake up suddenly and feel a drop of cold sweat running down your neck. Whoa, where'd your clothes go? Did he just poison us? Poor baby tried so hard to make breakfast and ended up killing us in the process. Great. And the first thing you see is Unum looking at you closely, almost inspecting you. Your breathing is so constant when you rest. Impressive. Honestly, you'd rather him make these kind of comments than have him freak out for 5 minutes, waiting to break you into piece by piece to discover how your body really works. Have you been watching me while I sleep? Yes. Is it forbidden to do so? No, but you stop when you feel your stomach turn. Something inside you burns. You get up quickly, thinking you'll throw up. But then, the only thing that comes out of your mouth are red petals mixed with blood. What? You look closely at them, and they seem to have a strange-looking symbol on them. What's that? You don't have time to think for a moment because a coughing attack stops you. Something scratches your throat. Leah? Don't tell me you gave them food. Alina? Unum. I heard that from Ignis and Solaris that you've been preparing food without doing the sanctification ritual. What? You have to call Sextum if you don't want this thing to die. But Sextum's in the church. You're right. But what about Quinque? He's mad at me. I'm sure he'll come. You're not understanding anything. Your body doesn't even ask for anything more than to expel what's in your throat. But even though you're coughing constantly, nothing comes out. You're choking on the petals, and you can't take it anymore. Ah, careful! The woman tries to go towards you, but can't catch you when you fall from the bed to the floor. The fall is so strong that it makes your bones ache. The air that enters your lungs is not enough to keep you conscious. You fall unconscious. A hand grabs you by force, trying to pull you down, but something prevents you. And electricity runs through your body. Oh, hello, who are you? You open your eyes, but the light is too bright. They're going to die? Unum's voice is heard in the distance. If this one dies and you blame me again, I already apologized. Only because Miss Ignis told you to. No, hey. You're so cutie pie too. The shouting is what brings you back to life. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand holding you by the shoulders and the other hand carefully touching your stomach. How the hell did they eat something unpurified? Unum being guilty as heck in the corner. I need like a little chibi version of him right now, just being like, don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, ciao. Life and stuff, you know? Your stomach turns again as the entity's hand gently squeezes a specific area. You can't help but drop to the ground and expel more red petals. Crap. Was it necessary to purify the food? Are you missing neurons or something? Tria has said 1,000,000 times what's happening to her fruits, and you have no idea? Your wives need to eat, and you have no idea? I don't know how to cook. They're the ones who cook. I didn't know that you had to purify food. You are so stupid! My poor baby. Yeah, look at him. All innocent over there. Your eyes can't stay open. You stop listening to what's happening and fall back into deep sleep. The increase in temperature is what wakes you up. You feel a thick drop of sweat running down your forehead, but you want to go back to sleep again. You're very tired. You should be grateful that this thing's biology and mine are very similar. Have you done this before? Of course. I can't be everywhere at once. There's always the chance that one of my children might eat a fruit that wasn't sanctified. You open your eyes to see what's happening, but the light is too bright. Oh, Quinque, it's working! Unum says it as if he can't believe it. Quinque clicks his tongue, exasperated. Don't shout, we still need to extract the main rose. A strange sensation forms on the skin covering your abdomen. Something is pushing its way up from your stomach with urgency. It doesn't hurt, but it feels uncomfortable. Gosh, it's like we are giving birth. Spit it out here. Your vision is filled with a hand waiting for you with an open palm for something. That something doesn't take long to arrive as you throw up a perfectly intact rose from your mouth. It's disgusting, but judging Quinque's face, he doesn't think the same. In fact, he looks completely indifferent, as if he doesn't care about holding the rose covered in saliva and gastric juices, as if he has done this countless times before. It's exactly the same. I really don't understand the difference between mine and Sextum's. Their biology is very similar. Yours don't think, Unum replies playfully. You're the one who doesn't think. I love their dynamic. Quinque quickly stands up and grabs Unum by his clothes. The redhead just laughs, downplaying Quinque's anger. If I heard you say that one more time, I swear I'll break that hybrid you're hiding. His smile vanishes completely, and he looks down at Quinque, utterly serious. And how do you know about them? I can hear another heartbeat beside this human's. Unum remains still, staring intently at Quinque. Gosh, are we pregnant? Whether due to difficulty of holding his gaze against the sun, or the simple discomfort, Quinque clicks his tongue, letting go and pushing him away. I suppose Septim's already told you that I'll be the one making the change. Yes. Then Unum smiles again. Do you want to see them? No thanks, I'll return to my domain. If you need any help in any unfamiliar situations, you can call me or Sextum. We're all aware about this. Okay. Without another word, Quinque leaves the room. Unum remains thoughtful for a moment before giving you a knowing look. Now comes the hardest part, cultivating a god. Huh? What do you mean? Isn't that how you say it? Say what? When you have to take care of something until it's ready. That's called raising. Perfect! Let's raise a god! But I'm gonna need your help. I still don't understand how organic life goes through changes that allow it to grow and improve. I've never seen it with my own eyes. So I suppose you know a little bit more about this? You'll do whatever it takes to save your skin, and if that means playing happy family with the sun god, you'll do it without hesitation. Yep, count on me. Unum smiles, without showing his teeth. His expression is tender, nothing like the looks he used to give you. Because we did what he wanted. The days pass quickly, and incredibly, you find yourself accompanied by Unum and his wives. Even though the heat is becoming increasingly hard to bear, it's nothing that can truly hurt you. A little heat doesn't kill anyone, right? Yes it does. It's called heat stroke, babes. You look around to see the 3 pairs of eyes fixed on you. Elena, Ignis, and Solaris. Even though they stare at you as if they wanted to devour you, they remain quite respectful and calm, unlike Unum. Unum asks his wives to show him how to purify food, because according to him, both you and the baby should eat without worrying about poisoning from Tria. You have to bring your hands together around the fruit and you must sing the essence of Tria. Without further explanation, Ignis starts singing in a language you don't understand, but both you and Unum stare in amazement as the fruit begins to glow. Then you witness a seal shattering mid-air. When Tria's seal is broken, the fruit can be consumed. Maybe the little god doesn't face mortal danger as Leah when eating unsanctified fruits, but the risk is always there. Maybe it's like us. Don't assume without asking, dears. Oh, without knowing. My bad. Today we'll cook. Starting tomorrow, you'll do it. You'll cook for everyone. For a moment, you think she's talking to you, but then you realize that Elena's eyes are fixed on Unum. So pay attention. After an intense cooking class where you have to constantly redirect Unum's attention to the explanation, everyone gathers around the table. Then you all begin to eat. The atmosphere is cozy, even more so than your mind could imagine, and that scares you a little. Unum's wives talk a lot, too much, so much that you struggle to follow them, though Unum doesn't. He pays attention to everything they say, occasionally asking questions, but never interrupting. An attentive man, we love to see it. You're speechless. Tomorrow we'll go with Due to check the Orion's belt. It's been a long time since you've been there. I don't like that Due refers to you by your assigned names. You're no longer her property. Yes, we are. Unum, we've already talked about this. Unum lets out a sigh, clearly displeased and overwhelmed by the situation. I still don't understand how it doesn't bother you. You are free. You're no longer under anyone's command. That only applies when Due isn't around, and we still have responsibilities. But we don't mind Unum. Elena takes Unum's hand tenderly, caressing the back of it with her thumb. Unum, on the other hand, swallows his words, choosing not to argue any further. So he does have restraint. Just doesn't use it. By the time you're finished, Unum and you clear the dishes to wash them, while the wives say their goodbyes and wish you a good night. Did they have other names? Ah, yes. Due gives them names when creating them. Usually she just assigns a number, but if they're brilliant and perform well, Due names them with honors. What were they called? I cannot pronounce any of that. They are beautiful names, but they're names that are under ownership. For when they came with me, I asked them to choose their own names. I see. Okay, so he's not so bad. Your name, was it imposed on you? The name you gave me when you were with Noah, does that count as imposed? Shut up. We're not talking to you, puppet. We're talking to me. Anyways, I'm here now. You change the subject and avoid answering his question. You don't know if Unum catches the hint or not, but he plays along. Oh, look at him all happy over an apple. Time passes as you discuss how to sanctify food, while Unum shows you what he learned with the apple. Incredibly, he managed to break the seal. He smiles, revealing all his teeth, and then offers it to you. Okay. Did he do it? I'm gonna save. Because this poor baby will kill me. You grab the apple and take a big bite. After chewing, you smile, baring your teeth just as he does. Unum blushes and laughs heartily. Eventually, you feel tired, and Unum takes you to your room. Unum glances at you for a second, while you're already under the sheets, and then suddenly approaches. When you sleep, what does it feel like? It's a bit difficult to answer with his face so close to yours. How do you answer someone who can't or doesn't sleep? We'll explain in detail. You take deep breaths and begin explaining what it feels like to sleep, why you must sleep, and what happens during sleep. You explain that the existence of dreams, emphasizing that you don't always remember them.
While you speak, you notice Unum reclining on the bed, watching you with his eyes wide open. He looks so precious right now. He really is just trying to learn, and that makes him even cuter. His attention is entirely on you, catching every word you utter, just as he did with his wives talking at the table. No wonder he has multiple. I mean, look at him. And then he can be so cutie pie if he wants to be. Now, he can be scary, but they don't really have to think about him eating them, so I guess it is, better for them. He looks cute. Look at him! In a moment, Unum's expression shifts to one of distress. Do you think the baby can dream? I wish they could experience that. It sounds liberating. Don't you dream? No. We're not built like humans. We don't need to rest, much less dream. Our only purpose is to maintain the order of the garden. So sleeping and dreaming is a waste of time. Or that's what Septum says. Oh. That's kind of sad. He deserves sweet dreams. Unum clears his throat, a bit embarrassed by his remark. You should rest now. See you in a few hours. Good night. He kisses you on the forehead and leaves the room. My sweet, tender Pookie Bear. Oh, how I love you. Did I forget that he totally tried to kill me a while ago? Yeah. And he is forgiven. All is forgiven, baby. You ponder a long time at the conversation with Unum. The names here are important, more important than you thought. If Unum's wives belong to Due, then the symbols must also belong to someone. Could that someone be Septum? Maybe tomorrow you should ask why names are so important, and why Unum doesn't feel comfortable calling his wives by their original names. Little by little, your eyes begin to close, and you sink into a deep sleep. No. Leah! Leah! Two hands grab you by the shoulders, urgently shaking you. I went to check on the baby, and something's off about them. You have to blink a few times to fully understand and wake up. This redhead is insane, and I don't know what he's saying. Huh? There's something off about the baby. Without another word, Unum grabs your hand and drags you out of the bed. Unum does his best to explain, amid the panic and nerves, what's happening to the baby. But you don't understand anything. You just need 5 minutes of peace, please. Just 5 minutes to ponder choices that led you here. Oh, is it normal for them to move so much? Why is he asking you, knowing that neither of you have any idea how a baby is created from a combination of souls develops? I don't know. Hasn't Sextum explained the developmental process of this thing to you? This thing? It's a baby! He's gonna be such a good dad. I can just feel it in my bones. This man's like, what do you mean this thing? This is our baby. Our precious little baby. It's a transparent mass that moves as if it was feeling discomfort, and you don't even know it's capable of feeling anything. I think it needs to stabilize. We both have to take it. You hope that Sextum told him this and that he's not just making it up. As you approach, you feel an immense burst of heat, not as pleasant as the warmth radiating from Unum's body. No, this heat is unbearable. Together, with Unum, you both place your hands on the mass. You feel a tingling in your fingers and arms, but it doesn't hurt or burn. So, this thing is like the birth of a star. You're unable to answer, Unum, as flash of clouds of your eyes. It's so bright that you have to shut them tightly to avoid blindness. An intense heat surrounds and embraces you, as if the sun rays were piercing your skin, softly kissing you for an extended time. Then the glow ceases. Whoa! When you open your eyes, Unum shouts, Did it split? Indeed, the mass is no longer one, but two. You heard the door slam open.
My Lady Due, you cannot enter this room without notifying us. I don't want to speak. She grimaces in pain, her lips tightly pressed shut. Unum turns to see Due entering through the door, followed by... I can't pronounce that name. You don't have permission to give orders in my domain. Give her voice back right now. After this... Due ignores the order, moving closer to you. I must assist in the births of these binary stars. They aren't yours. Septum has ordered me to assist with whatever is needed. And my assistance is needed now. You're not qualified for this. Unum doesn't get a chance to retort as Due adds, her voice laced with venom. You're very egocentric, especially since all those around you are even better than you, stronger and larger, but not suitable for giving space to organic life. Due pulls your hands away from the mass and asks Unum for space so that she can do her work. Reluctantly, Unum takes a few steps back with you, and when he deems the distance safe, he moves in front of you, covering your body with his own. Like, how do you expect me not to fall in love? You assume it's just to be for protection. Due places both hands on each of the masses, and with one swift pool of glow, far brighter than before, emerges. Unum covers your eyes with his arm. A deathly silence follows, and the room's temperature becomes unbearable. And a baby's cry shatters the silence, followed by a much weaker one. What is this? Like a fisherman, Due holds two creatures, both by their feet, and both cry because of the position they're in. He covered our eyes for us. And our babies are being born. Or just got born? I don't know. Do we think one of them's human and one of them's like God? Or do we think both of them are half? Who knows? You feel yourself sweating, and your visions start to blur. The hot air only deepens your desperation with each passing second. That's not how you hold them, you brute! Oh, look at him with our babies. I just gotta save this because look at how fresh. Anyways. Stunned, Due passes the two entities to Unum's arms. He holds them the way you should hold human babies. Is this a human? No, they are hybrids. I thought that a god ready to claim their rank would emerge. Not this. That doesn't matter. You will have a god ready after a while. I suppose Septum knows you're playing at being human. Due watches the small entities in Unum's arms, and the atmosphere is tense. They're yours. You need to give them names. Now. You can't take it anymore, and Unum seems to notice how unwell you are. With a hint of nerve in his voice, he asks you to step out of the room for a moment. He gestures for you to step out into the garden for some fresh air. Do you see how happy he was with the babies? And you do so, without a word of protest. You trudge towards the door leading to the garden and sit down on a nearby bench. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Here the air is fresh, and you don't feel your lungs burning as you breathe in. You glance at your hands, and something starts to worry you. It's not their color, since Septum also bears those marks. No, what worries you is that you've begun to feel less in them. You have no sensation in your fingertips. The sensitivity in that area is almost non-existent. Although you can move your fingers, something inside you tells you that sooner or later you'll lose that ability. If you tell Unum about this, will he be able to help you? Honestly, Unum doesn't seem so frightening now. But your suspect, it's because you've been with him for a while, and perhaps you've grown accustomed to his odd presence and personality. He's not bad, just peculiar, and a bit violent when he's hungry. Could it be viable for you to stay here? You tried to escape. Will you have any other option to survive? I want to stay with my man. Yes, it's the best of your possible options. You don't know what's beyond this garden, nor what the world society out there is like.
On top of it all, according to what you've seen and heard, you smell like a human, and that's not good for you. You're an easy target. Do you already have permission to be outside? You recognize that voice. No, it's Septum. You lift your gaze and see Septum sitting next to you, looking over your shoulder. Greet him, or answer his question. Greet him. Good morning. Septum smiles contentedly. Answer my question. Oh, right. Unum asked me to go out for some air. The room we were in wasn't very pleasant. Too much heat. I imagine. Humans can't withstand the power of so many stars for very long, let alone newly formed stars. If you hadn't gone out, you'd probably be dead by now. I want to ask if he's come to see the hybrids, but you're afraid of how he might react. Now, why are you being so spooky scary? Septum, you're supposed to be pretty. Let's go see them. Unum's hybrids? They're yours, too. Yes, I want to see them. The walk back is awkward. Septum makes no effort to engage in his conversation, and you're sure that if you speak first without his permission, he's gonna get angry. Inside Unum's residence, you encounter his wives, who are outside the room. Noticing Septum's presence, all three lower their head in greeting. A. Has the situation stabilized? A remains silent, and Septum appears to understand why, and he gestures with his hands. Her lips relax, and she replies, Lady Due has stabilized the new stars. It is safe now for Leah. Good. The door to the room opens by itself, and Septum makes his way through. Due, Unum. I remind you that it's crucial for Leah to be present at the most critical moments. I will not tolerate them being taken away from them again. Due straightens immediately, like a low-ranking soldier standing at attention before their general. Septum, my apologies. I asked them to leave because the energy in this room is too condensed. I know, but I need Leah to observe the development of both gods. Are they stable yet? Yes. Okay, Due, we are leaving now. Why are you so feisty? Unum? Yes? I want an audience with you tonight. Septum exits the room with Due, with a quick look in your direction. Unum doesn't move until he senses that both the symbols are far away, and then he smiles. Look! Oh, he's such a happy little papa. Oh, they have his little freckles, and they're starting to get like pink in their hair. He comes towards you, holding both creatures in his arms. They have pulses just like you, though their heart rate is very different from yours. They're so cute. You still can't hold them. Their bodies are still too warm. You could burn your hands. Oh. Well, you have to be content with just watching them closely. As you lean in, once again, you notice the heat radiating from both of the babies' bodies. What are their names? I'd like to wait until they're old enough to choose their own names. Aw, I kind of love him. He doesn't want them to be enslaved to anything, and I think it's so cute. Why? Yup. I want them to be free. Let them do as they please until... Unum cuts himself off before finishing the sentence, and then he laughs nervously. Septum said they'll grow fast. Maybe tomorrow they won't be this little. You two spend most of your time taking care of the babies. Well, you instruct Unum of how to take care of them, as you still can't touch them. And you confirmed it yourself when you tried to touch one of their cheeks, and you burned your hand. Almost called Quinque to come heal you, but you told him it's not necessary. When the night falls, Unum excuses himself, saying he must do something important, and then takes the babies with him. Off he goes. I think he's such a cute papa. He's like, look at my babies, I got babies. Look at them, they're so cute. Just hopping around. That's what I see him doing. He asks you to rest and sleep so that you'll have enough energy you need tomorrow. So you rest. You dream. For the first time in your short existence in the small world, you dream.
You're in a dark place, and you hear a voice, but you can't make out what it's saying. You don't know how or when, but it's already the next day. And the first thing you see when you open your eyes is your hand. The darkness has devoured more skin. The second thing you spot is Unum laying next to you, watching you intently. Dang. That man is... You know? Sorry, I was staring. I'm still staring, honestly. Like, hey. The second thing your eye spot is Unum lying next to you, watching you intently. You're an amazing creature. I never thought I could be a husband of a human. Husband? How many steps has this man skipped? A lot, considering you already had his kid. And you're not even dating. He did kiss you once, though. Since when does he think that you're in a relationship? Is it like that with all the symbols? Or is it just Unum, who has no idea how relationships work? You gotta laugh at how strange it is to be in this relationship. Unum looks at you confused. No. The wrong thing. My hubby. Look at my hubby for real. Do you want to be my husband? Aren't we already? You can't help but to let out a laugh from your throat. But we've even had children, and you live with me. According to what I've read, that's more than enough to call us spouses. You let out another laugh. Don't laugh. All right. I don't know how relationships work among the garden people, but we humans need time and agreement before we earn that title. Oh. Could you explain that to me? There's no book here that explains that to you. You have trouble explaining to Unum what it takes to become your husband, although you emphasize that it's different for everyone. If I try, could I be your husband? Yeah. I'd let him be my husband. Look at him. He's so fresh. He's a baby. And I would gladly have him as my husband. Unum smiles brightly, baring all his teeth triumphantly. I wanted to show you the rest of my domain today, but Septum says it's dangerous for you to go out. So we'll have to stay in the temple until the stars have grown. I don't want to miss a thing, not a single moment of their development. Are you excited? Of course! Besides, I have you by my side, which makes it even better. We're like the families that Septum loves to watch grow. Oh, we can invite her after she finishes her prayers. Her? I thought Septum was a guy. Did I read that wrong? Sextum, not septum. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what? Unum gets out of bed and looks at you excitedly. The girls are taking care of them while we make breakfast. Wow, seems like Uno is taking A's words seriously. Incredible. He listens to what he is told. Just saying. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, actually, I'm going to sleep. It's 2 a.m. and I'm tired. But don't worry, we'll be back with the rest of Unum's rap. Have a good night, guys. Bye.